Hey, everybody, it's Super Bowl Sunday here at Beat the Podcast. My co-host over there, Mr. Sean Micho. Sean, happy Super Bowl Sunday, my friend.
Happy Super Bowl Sunday.
Sunday. It's an exciting time. That means also, it just so happens to be a big weekend kick. That's right. We'll have those final Super Bowl picks coming to you at the end of the show. Sean, you know what they say on Monday Night Football, what they used to say back in the time, right? Back in the day, you know, are you ready for some football?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they used to say that. They used to say that back in the day. Anyway, Sean, let's dig deep into what happened during the week. We'll get into our Super Bowl pregame festivities. That's right. You're joining us live here on our Painting the Chat Super Bowl pregame show. So much stuff to discuss, a whole bunch of news, updates about what's going on, the health of Sam Darnold, the health of Drake May, and folks, a very special giveaway also coming at the end of the show. You do not want to miss your one ticket, one shot way to a card that I think maybe at the end of the Super Bowl, everybody's going to look at and be, oh, maybe that's a Super Bowl MVP. Maybe he's not a Super Bowl MVP. Sean, I don't know.
Are you talking with the iconic Darryl Waltrip?
No, I'm not talking about boogity boogity boogie. Let's go racing, boys. Darryl Waltrip.
Sorry.
I'm talking about Mr. Drake May. No, it's okay. It's okay. We have to clarify these things for the folks. I'm talking about Mr. Drake May. Ladies and gentlemen, stick around to the end. You have your chance at something very, very special. However, Sean, let's get into the headlines across the sports world. Listen, we had a trade deadline day this past week in the NBA. Now, that man there, Mr. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Sean, I want to get your first thoughts. Didn't move away from Milwaukee. Just want your overall take on this trade deadline before we get into the nitty-gritty of who got moved.
Oh my God, that deadline day was so crazy, left and right. I know we were both anticipating Antetokounmpo to go somewhere. He didn't,
right?
Apparently,
didn't move.
But you know what he did do? He invested a betting sports thing. So I was like, okay, that's what you're.
Yeah, what was that about?
I don't know, because that's what. I honestly don't know. I mean, that's the least of my worries, but like,
yeah,
I thought it was just funny to bring that up because that's that was the most thing. And then I think he was trolling on Twitter as well. So it was like, what's up with that?
Yeah, no, I mean, you're right. Like, and one of the things that Brian Windhorst said, Windy on ESPN during, I don't know if you caught any of the trade deadline special towards the end of it. I know you were working as well as I was. Towards the end of the trade deadline time, Brian Windhorst had come out directly and he said, listen, Giannis did not even make a motion to Buck's leadership about where he wanted to go. He never mentioned the New York Knicks. He never mentioned the Miami Heat. So how can you move a player when that player has no desired destination that they want to go to? And Giannis was not talking to management at any point during that process about a team he wanted to go to, what the team could get in return, or what that long-term future would look like. He instead, like you said, invested in a betting platform and didn't find his forever home that would carry him out for the rest of his career, right?
And
like,
people
does he want to stay in Milwaukee? Like, I don't know.
People also blaming Shams for not doing it. Right? It's that's his job. He's reporting what he hears. It's not always right.
Yeah, like blaming Shams Charania, which big shout out to Shams. Like a lot of the trade deadline coverage that we saw was a lot of Brian Windhorst at the end of the day. He was spending a lot of time kind of breaking down things. Shams was in the background trying to work his sources. Like, that's not on him at the end of the day. He's just reporting what he's hearing from executives from across the league. And it was honestly, at the end of the day, pretty quiet. I'm sure he was able to find sources where need be. But when you look at these trades as we're going to go through them, Sean, there's nothing like that stands out that's like, whoa, big name, big trade. I wouldn't even call James Harden trade. That
No,
one
it's
a
it's not
big
it's
trade.
not like last year's Luka trade.
No, that didn't exist this year. Um, and I don't know. I just it concerns me that number one, the fans were like, why didn't Shams do his job? He was doing his job. It's just people were being fucking quiet the entire time. That's number one. And then number two, Giannis wasn't talking to Bucks management. So therefore, I'm sure Shams is waiting on the other line with Bucks management, and they're like, Giannis isn't talking to us, so I don't know what you want us to do.
Yeah, they were probably saying, "Hey, maybe he wants to trade," but in reality, he maybe didn't want to trade, or maybe they're waiting until the end of this season and see where that goes. We don't know, like
We don't know.
because
Yeah.
everyone thought it's going to be a like the Dame and uh, Giannis show, but it feels like it wasn't at all.
No. And I think the other part of this too, Sean, and another player that we haven't mentioned here that was readily just always in conversation about being traded and was supposed to be the second biggest move next to Giannis going somewhere, that was Ja Morant in Memphis. We thought
Yeah,
for sure we'd see Ja Morant move teams as well. I mean, not just because of his recent legal troubles, but in terms of Memphis wanting to move on from Jaren Jackson Jr. and a bunch of these other players, that didn't
I
even
feel
happen
like
either.
I feel like the biggest trade that we had was not even from that day. It was the Trae Young trade,
That's fair.
and
That's
but
fair.
we still haven't seen what. I mean, he's of course he's injured right now, so we don't know the impact of him to his new team.
Sean, let's get into some of these moves. Right. We could sit here and we could talk about what didn't happen. Let's talk about what
What did
did
yes,
happen on trade deadline day here. First one here, folks. Listen, Anthony Davis going to the Washington Wizards. Sean, thoughts on this trade? Because you look at what Dallas received and what Washington receives. I mean, Dallas got some good stuff back.
I think they
Got some good players
both.
back.
I think they both. I guess won in the trade. I think
One. Yeah.
um, what Cooper Flag is doing for Dallas right now. I mean, I know they lost 4-0,
Right.
but he's scoring 30 points plus in those past 4 games, and having with Chris Middleton and maybe Tyrus Jones, like will help Dallas do a little better for next year. I don't think they're going to
Yeah.
make it all the way this year, but I guess right now I guess Washington got a better trade with Anthony Davis. I think Washington's of course a better team right now than Dallas is. So I mean that's I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. Like I said, Dallas got a good. They got the 2026 first round draft pick from Oklahoma City. We know Oklahoma City is going to go pretty far, so that's going to end up probably being a late round pick anyway. I'm talking about like a 25th, 26th, 27th pick, right? Like it's not going to be anything fancy. 3 future second round picks, okay. A 2030 first round pick from Golden State. Maybe Golden State starts packing it up early. Steph Curry on the way out, they get something there, sure. But when you look at what the Wizards receive, Sean, we've been saying this about the Wizards with Alexander Sarr, with the draft picks that they've made recently. You know, Koulibaly now in Washington as well. You add Anthony Davis, so you have Sarr and Davis right there as your big men. Okay, Jaden Hardy, which I don't think we're giving a lot of credit to what Jaden Hardy has been able to do in
Yeah,
Dallas when Kyrie Irving has been hurt.
yeah,
Like Jaden Hardy has been playing hard. And then at this point, Dante Exum, towards the end of his career, I would imagine, and D'Angelo Russell, also towards the end of his year, is also a journeyman. So you look at those top two players that Washington received in Anthony Davis and Jaden Hardy. Anthony Davis is going to teach Alexander Sarr everything he needs to know about playing big man. Like that's
yes,
exactly what he's going to do. Jaden Hardy is exactly who they need at that point guard, shooting guard position to help
yeah,
Koulibaly out to do what is needed the rest of this year. and in the offseason to try to bring some more folks over. So I would say watch out for the Washington Wizards. They're going to have some cap space, especially if Anthony Davis retires or he moves into a different position on that team and he takes the low end of a contract. Like the Wizards are going to be starting to play in the offseason in terms of players wanting to go there. To be honest, I'm just going to throw this quick fact in before you go, Sean. I think Kevin Durant, he's from that area, right? He's from the greater DC area. I think Kevin Durant made the biggest mistake going to the Rockets. I think if he wanted to compete for a championship over the next couple of years, in terms of like going home like LeBron did to win a championship with Cleveland, if he went back to the Wizards, linked up with Anthony Davis right here, and then had Jaden Hardy, had D'Angelo Russell, and Dante Exum off the bench with Sarr, with Koulibaly, I mean, we'd be talking about the Wizards moving into a play-in spot. From the bottom to a play-in spot here. So looking back at it, it's kind of like, yeah, it's great that Durant went to the Rockets, but there were so many people speculating around the idea of, does Kevin Durant go home to DC and play with the Wizards? I think now, I know the Rockets are still in contention and still, they're going to be playing in the playoffs, but I think in terms of being a part of something, a rebuild, being like having a lot of say in terms of what the franchise and which direction the franchise goes. I look at this with Davis there and I'm like, wow, what a missed opportunity,
Yeah. I feel like
just a little bit.
Kevin Durant always picks the worst timings to go on the teams and where they're doing terrible.
I mean, Golden State worked out. Don't get me wrong. Golden State did work out.
I mean, yeah, for the most part. It's just funny, not funny to me, but like having Charlotte on here and we're not even talking about them. They're in full rebuild mode.
Malachi Branham is not bad. He was great in San Antonio.
No, I really wish the Hornets are. I like the city. I would love to go to a Hornets game sometime.
Yeah,
but
Charlotte's awesome.
They really need a rebuild mode, like what they're in. They've been doing that for the past 10, 15 years. It has never worked out.
Ever since they were the Charlotte Bobcats. Even when they were the Charlotte Bobcats, right? They were in rebuild mode. They were just trying to figure out how to exist. And yeah, it seems like they couldn't, like they had Malik Monk at one point. Like, you know what I mean? Like they had some guys that went to other teams and really helped out. And it's unfortunate to see, they've had in that direction. However, this next trade here, Sean, and let me get Anthony Davis off of there because we're done with Anthony Davis. Your guy, Kristaps Porzingis. I don't know if he's your guy. I don't know.
I don't think he was never my guy, but I guess he was for a couple years.
My God,
well, now he's Al Horford's guy.
Yeah, that's interesting. Back with Al Horford. Sean, what are your thoughts on this trade? Let me just lay it out to folks. Atlanta Hawks and the Golden State Warriors made a trade on February 5th during the trade deadline. Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield go to the Atlanta Hawks, and Golden State gets Kristaps Porzingis. Listen, crypto arena, that's a big thing out there. They get Kristaps Porzingis in return. Sean, I look at this. Atlanta's in rebuild mode, right?
Yeah.
Trae Young's gone. I forgot Trae Young's in Washington now too. Now with Anthony Davis and I totally with Jaden Hardy and everything. I totally forgot that part. But Jonathan Kuminga and Buddy Hield in Atlanta. Jonathan Kuminga is a really good player to rebuild a franchise around. Yeah, I feel,
especially in Atlanta. Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
I think it's going to probably work out well for Kristaps Porzingis in Golden State, especially if he's playing with Al Horford and Steph, and it'd be very interesting. Like I think that's one of the reasons why they got him. But like Al Horford hasn't been playing that well in Golden State, but I think it's still Kristaps Porzingis' not to say injury, but mystery illness that we had. Like it really downgraded his playability. I don't know if he still has it or not. I don't know what it was.
We don't talk about that, do we? He had that mystery illness for a while. Like, could it have been COVID? Yeah, but at this
What
point,
I don't know.
everybody's had some kind of COVID at this point. So it's like
I wasn't.
it's
I
nothing
haven't watched.
foreign at this point for
I
folks
haven't
to talk
watched
about.
Atlanta at all this year. I don't know how he. Do you know how well he was playing in Atlanta?
I have no idea because he really wasn't in the headlines for any fantastic play.
Yeah.
So it's hard to see, right? It's hard to say, like, is what it. So here's the thing, too. We got to look at this end. What is Golden State getting out of this trade? Like, are they clearing up some cap space by getting rid of Kuminga and Hield? Maybe. Do they expect that Porzingis is going to go another season after this with recent injuries and recent unknown illnesses? I don't know. But the problem is you've moved on from Jonathan Kuminga and you've got Al Horford and Kristaps Porzingis, who at the end of the season could say, hey, guess what, Golden State? We're done. Then what do you do? Who's your big guys? Who's your power forward? Who's your center then? They're in this win now mode, but I feel like Golden State gets stuck and their fans get stuck in this we've got to win now mode. Sometimes you got to be like the Celtics and you got to go in a two-year rebuild after a championship in order to be successful again.
Yeah, this is not the same team we had back in 2011 with Steph, Clay, and
no, it's not.
Why am I blanking on his name? I almost said Andre Drummond. That's not who I was thinking of.
Well, they had Clay, they had Steph. Who else? Who else was on that squad? I'm trying to think about who the big men were at that time. Kuminga was on that team. He was a rookie that year. I know who you're talking about though. Yes, it was a very competitive team, and they had some superstars on it.
Oh
they
yeah,
had Kevin Durant.
Kwame Brown was on that.
Okay, we're not gonna.
Nate Robinson, Sean, of course.
Nate Robinson. We're not gonna mention Kwame Brown, right? Doesn't Stephen A. hate Kwame Brown?
Does he?
Remember? Yeah, I remember for years he used to sit on his show and be like, Kwame Brown. Like he hated him. But hey, you know what? I remember the Nate Robinson years though. Slam dunk contests when he went from the Knicks to Golden State.
Can we talk about the slam dunk contest? It's like I'm not even excited at all anymore. Like I just saw the.
I'm not even. I wasn't going to mention it until the end of this week anyway. it's not even.
You mentioned the slam dunk contest. We got to talk about it because this is not even fun watching.
Oh,
we talked about the past. Every time we mention.
Hold on a second, Sean. Let me grab it.
What do you grab?
Well, I'm going to grab the. No, what do you mean?
Did you
Hold
see
on
that?
a second.
I can't remember what player it was yesterday that dunked the other night on.
Oh yes,
Iowa. Was it Iowa?
It was for Iowa. Yeah, Sean. Here we go. Hold on a second. Let me get rid of this. Hold on. I am adding in here. Here's your slam dunk contest participants this year. Okay. Sean, when you look at the screen, okay, Carter Bryant of the San Antonio Spurs, Jackson Hayes of the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, Sean, let me say something about Jackson Hayes, okay? He's been a journeyman up to this point, right?
Yeah.
Now, for folks out there, don't get at me. I know Mac McClung has only played G League basketball, barely played any time with the Philadelphia 76ers, won the slam dunk competition. I get it. Jackson Hayes, good player. Big man, power forward. I haven't seen him dunk yet, so I don't know.
I'm sending
Keshad Johnson of.
I'm sending you. We gotta show you this dunk after this, like really quickly.
Okay.
On Twitter.
Yeah.
I just sent you the tweet. And this is one of the coolest dunks I've seen in the college basketball in a while.
So then you have Keshad Johnson of the Miami Heat, who has some impressive dunks this season. But Sean, the one person that I think I might be the most excited about here from this list is Jace Richardson of the Orlando Magic. Now, Sean, do you know who Jace Richardson is?
Not personally, no.
He is Jason Richardson's son.
Yes.
That's exciting because Jason Richardson back in the day won the dunk contest as a member of the Golden State Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most profound dunkers in NBA history, right? So I look at this list and I'm like, okay. I see Jace Richardson and I'm like, if there's anybody that I'm going to be rooting for in the slam dunk competition, it's a legacy name like the Richardson family and have Jace win it. That would be cool. That would be really, really cool to see.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say but the commentators, whoever's judging, they're always biased. And the past few years, whoever judges always are terrible judges.
It's a fair point. Based on that, I think Jackson Hayes would be the favorite because he plays for the Los Angeles Lakers, right? And we know how the media feels about the Los Angeles Lakers.
See, that's why I'm kind of nervous to watch it anyways, because obviously Jason's probably going to be the best dunker, of course. But
right.
But
he's not going to get the attention. Yeah.
Media is always biased.
Recently, it has been when it comes to those things. We don't. So the middle to the end of this next week, we will get our 3-point contest shooters. That I'm excited about. I think the 3-point contest needs to become like the premier event of the NBA weekend.
Bring back WBA and NBA again.
Yes.
Shooting. Sabrina.
Are we not doing that? We're just not doing that, right? Like that's where
I mean,
we haven't. I don't know. Here we go. I'm gonna pull up this dunk that you sent to me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because I see what we're doing here.
Just play it on.
Here we go.
I saw this yesterday. Well, last night when it was one of the craziest dunks I've seen in college.
Here we go, folks.
In a while.
26 years later, and he's the head coach. Look at him!
Oh!
Throwing it down! Died. Someone is calling ESPN. I know they are because he's going to.
Wow.
And here we are.
One more time, folks.
Years later, and he's the head coach. Look at him!
I don't know how he cleared him.
Throwing it down! Died. Someone is calling ESPN. I know they are because he's going to.
It's crazy. We don't see those types of dunks.
I mean,
as much in a while. This is all about 3-pointers.
We don't.
Which I mean, I do like watching 3-pointers, but I also like little dunks here and there. But
yeah, I mean that's next level, right? That's completely next level.
That's just like Jaylen Brown dunking over LeBron like 6-7 years ago.
I remember that. Yeah, they had that kind of same feel. Sean. Final trade that we wanted to mention here, of course, Celtics adding Nikola Vucevic from the Bulls. They got Nikola, a 2027 second-round pick, which most likely the Celtics will move yet again, for Anthony Simons and a 2026 second-round pick. I know you liked Anthony Simons. I loved him in Portland.
I loved him too. He's a great player. He's going to be great in Chicago.
Just didn't work out in Boston.
No, I mean, so far, what I've seen with Nico, he's been playing well. Again, we need, like I said before, that we always need a center. I don't know how long I'm going to have him for, but I think this is a great pick. I don't. The Celtics fans are going to come after me and say, "Oh, Simons this is a terrible trade." I don't think it was. I think it's just. Anthony Simons was not going to work out in the long run, anyways. That's what I thought. So I don't know. Right. What do you think? What do you think?
To be honest here, I think getting Nikola Vucevic was important. You had to get a big man, right? You had to get somebody who was going to be able to be down there when Jason Tatum comes back To be able to get like Cade is awesome. Like he just is a great personality for the team. But in terms of pure skill, experience, ability to be a part of, I'm not going to say ability to be a part of the team, but ability to like mold with the current lineup that exists. You know, Derek White has played with Nikola Vucevic before his Celtics days. There's some deeper connections in terms of Brad Stevens' relationship with him. I think he fits well in Boston specifically. When I looked at this trade, I was like, this is a logical move for the Celtics because everybody has been screaming at Brad Stevens the entire year, saying, "Where's our center? Where's our big man? Who's going to be there to be under the hoop when Jason Tatum can't be?"
Yeah,
and here he is. And
people, Celtic fans, some of them are angry that we got rid of Simons, which is understandable. I mean, he's a great player. What I've heard, he loved being in Boston, but I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, it's just business. That's literally what
it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly that. And the one that I know we don't have a graphic for it here, but let's just a little bit of like an honorable mention, I guess you could say here.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what Peyton Pritchard was talking about when he
right.
Yeah.
The one that confused me more, I think, in terms of bench player or somebody that can come into the lineup and, you know, be able to work with the team that is currently put together here was Josh Minot to Brooklyn. You looked at what Minot has been able to do recently, became a fan favorite. And when he came in for Derek White, when you put Minot with Pritchard, I mean, the threes were just draining. Nevertheless, when you had Pritchard, Minot, and Sam Hauser, all three of them on the court, suddenly the Celtics were just rattling off shots. You know, that's the thing. And we talk about it all the time. One of the things that this Celtics team likes to pride themselves on, the thing that I've noticed, and is something that I feel coaching-wise they've been working towards, is this mindset of don't worry about high contested shots, right? Just get the ball up. We'll have Vucevic under the net. Like, get those shots off, right? Don't always, pass it out. Get some movement, whatever else that might be. Joe Mazzulla has been praising that since the beginning. Yeah. And when you had Pritchard, Minot, and Sam Hauser, it seemed like that distribution was happening, right?
Yeah.
Anthony Simons, as great as he is, that wasn't clicking. It just wasn't clicking with the lineup that was there.
It has shown in the past, not a few games, but like the games where we're like scoring really low in like the first quarter. I mean, not last game. I mean, Simons wasn't there, but last game was
right.
That first quarter was horrible. And somehow we came back to beat the Heat. So
I guess the Minot trade to Brooklyn, like, yes, a lot of it was to clear cap space so that the Celtics could go and get Jason Tatum some more help in the offseason. I get that. Luxury tax conversation is always a major part of sports, whether it's baseball, basketball, whatever else. Like, you want to make sure you stay under that luxury tax so that you don't have additional monies pulled from the NBA because you went over cap or whatever else. Like, I get that. Mm-hmm. But in terms of team chemistry, like, if you're going to add a big man like Vucevic into the lineup, right? Then also go out and get somebody like a Buddy Hield or somebody else who can come off the bench and play Anthony Simons' aggressive basketball, but have the shooting ability of Josh Minot. Like, the Celtics should have made another move after Vucevic, knowing that Simons was going and Minot was going.
Yeah.
If the fans are going to get upset about anything, that's the one thing I would say.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was upset about. I think I said in a text to you that it needed to be they were clearing up money for in the off season, and that's exactly what they're trying to do. So yes, I wish they added more player, but it is what it is right now. I mean, we're definitely
got to work with what we got. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we're definitely going to go to the postseason high. I think, of course, Tatum will be back by then. Any day now, Tatum. Come on.
I know. Seriously, 27th would be nice. Come back to play on the 27th. Would love that.
First game he comes back.
Boy, oh boy. Minot's back in the building with Brooklyn. Tatum's coming onto the court for the first time this season.
Like he goes to Brooklyn for a few weeks and then comes back to
Boston, man. No, I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see him, going to see, when we're there for pregame warm-ups, watching him, dap up the Celtics, some of his former teammates and whatever else. That'll be a really cool experience.
Folks, what we're going to show the game, the cards that we got?
The cards that we got? What do you... Oh, yes. No, I haven't gotten them in the mail yet. However, what I can do is, I believe I have them somewhere here. That's a good point. So folks know when they see us at the Garden coming up.
If you guys come, if whoever's watching,
right?
You sent me a photo, so
I did, and I have to pull that photo up. I totally forgot that I even had that. Here they are. Yes, so I got it here. I got this one too.
Where is it?
All right, so folks. What I have here, I'm going to share it on the screen here.
Oh, yeah, share it on the screen.
So, folks, when you are seeing us at the Garden, right? Number one, make sure to pick up one of these, right? So this is going to have all of our information, everything you need to know.
Or if you come see us, at the card shop near.
Yes.
We'll be handing out those two as well.
So there's that. What's also cool, folks, is if you are at the Celtics game on February 27th, okay, Sean and I will be there. Brooklyn Nets versus Boston Celtics live from the TD Garden, okay? If you see us around the Garden, outside the Garden, at one of the bars after the game, right, you're like, hey, I think that's Sean and Robin from Painting the Chat podcast. You know what you do? You walk up to us, and we're going to have one of these for you. You ready, folks? We're going to have one of those Painting the Chat Sports Podcast stickers, limited edition stickers for y'all for the Celtics game. Come grab one when you see us. We'll have plenty available. Nice little giveaway. Right, Sean? We're all about the giveaways.
Yeah, we have another giveaway. Don't forget at the end. So don't leave.
Hey, speaking of giveaways, sometimes every once in a while on this show, we like to kind of go through and see what's going on across the leagues and give away maybe some scores that might be happening. Sean, it's that specific time of the show. What is it?
You want me to hum it?
Oh, I would love for you to hum it, my friend.
What I love even more is pour it over box scores.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some box scores from across the league. Starting in the English Premier League earlier this day, this beautiful, beautiful Super Bowl Sunday, Brighton took on Crystal Palace. That game full-time, 1-0 Crystal Palace final. Manchester City versus Liverpool. I had my eyes on that one. I was curious to see with Liverpool and Manchester City top of the standings out there in the English Premier League. Manchester City takes it away 2-1 in full-time. Sean also...
Are you a Manchester fan?
I am a Manchester United fan. Manchester City is our rivals. So Manchester United's been playing really well recently. We'll see how that continues with the new coach, new squad. Yeah, no. In the NBA right now, the Indiana Pacers are taking on the Toronto Raptors. The Raptors are up 69-56 that game heading into the fourth quarter. Timberwolves taking on the Los Angeles Clippers. That game 63-56 Clippers. That game is in the third. Earlier today, Sean, the New York Knicks defeated the Boston Celtics 111-89 at the Garden. Was a really good game for Vucevic. But listen, when Jalen Brunson goes off, man, it seems like Jalen Brunson just goes off.
That's what Jalen Brunson does. I think you're going to say Jalen Brown, and I got too excited. It was like, I don't remember him going off. Man,
Karl Anthony Towns is...
They just keep backpairing and carrying our team. Like, he's
Karl...
MVP.
You're calling it right now.
For Jalen Brown?
Jalen Brown MVP?
For what he's doing for the Celtics? Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Gone with the MVP talk already with Jalen Brown. Impressive stuff. I like it. Also, what's that?
Not sponsored.
Oh, not sponsored. Modelo in honor of Bad Bunny this evening. Look at that. I got distracted by beer. Are we surprised? The Miami Heat defeated the Washington Wizards today, 132-101, that final. Also, back to the Celtics and Knicks for a quick second. I cannot stand Karl Anthony Towns. Have I told anybody that? Cat drives me crazy.
You told me a couple times. I don't know if you told the show.
The public? Yeah, no, the public needs to know.
He's called me. I think he's crazy as well, so...
I've got a problem with Karl Anthony Towns for sure. And he just, anyway, moving on. Of course, tonight we have the Seattle Seahawks taking on the New England Patriots, 6:30 over there on NBC. It is Super Bowl 60. Green Day is going to be kicking it off really soon here. Bad Bunny has got the halftime show, so we're really excited about that. As of right now, Seattle is still favored under 4.5. New England at the plus 195. We'll get into our final picks. We had picks earlier this week. We'll see if anything has changed during the week. Those coming up down the road. In NCAA women's basketball, Sean, number 2 UCLA taking on number 8 Michigan. Number 2 UCLA is up on Michigan 58-47 right now. I've been really impressed with that UCLA Bruins women's basketball team.
They're a really good team. It's going to be exciting when March comes up, the tournament, and it's going to be close. We know they're probably going to be get to the Final Four with UConn, maybe LSU, maybe Texas, maybe USC. Who knows? We don't know yet. There's some good teams.
We don't know yet. There are. Speaking of one of those good teams, Tennessee is taking on South Carolina, number 19 Tennessee, and number 3 South Carolina. South Carolina is kicking the ever-living shit out of Tennessee, 85-41 over there on ABC. Another great team in South Carolina. They always find a way here.
On the Steelers team, so.
That's right. Number 9 Ohio State is defeating Oregon 72-60. That game's in the fourth quarter. Number 14 TCU over Colorado right now, 76-74. That game with 1 minute left. So, folks, head on over to ESPN Plus and check that out. That might be a buzzer beater moment. And, of course, with 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter, number 24 Washington is tied with Wisconsin, 75-75, 26 seconds left over on the Big Ten Network. If you get it, go on over there. Might be some exciting basketball. Earlier today, Louisville defeated Syracuse 84-65. USC over Illinois 70-62. Number 5 LSU over Auburn 77-44. Number 17 Duke over SMU 95-36. Number 25 North Carolina 84-56 over Wake Forest. And your Alabama Crimson Tide ladies basketball taking on Texas A&M tonight at 6 o'clock during the Super Bowl on the SEC Network. Alabama favored by 12.5 points. Lady Tide are doing pretty good.
Come on, let's get to it. I probably will miss that game with the Super Bowl. But
South Florida and NCAA men's beat Tulsa 80-74. Number 2 Michigan over Ohio State 82-61, and Texas Tech over West Virginia 70-63. In the Waste Management Phoenix Open in the round 4 final round here, we have Hideki Matsuyama up on Scotty Scheffler at -15. Matsuyama's at -16. Thornton Bjornsson at under 15. And Knapp is sitting at under 14. So a really tight matchup happening later on today between Matsuyama and Scotty Scheffler. As we like it, that is the Players Course. It's a blast out there. People are down in beers. They're just having a good old time out there in Phoenix, Arizona. And of course, just want to also do a big shout out here. We're going to get into it right now. In the Olympics, Breezy Johnson today taking home the gold for the U.S. in the women's downhill. The first gold medal for the United States in the Olympics so far. Shout out to Breezy Johnson. Well done representing the United States of America, doing some amazing, amazing things out there on the slopes. Italy continuing to prove they are doing incredible work. Fantastic athletes. They come in bronze, or actually they came in silver today in the mixed 4x6 relay biathlon. And then, of course, we're going to get into luge and other sports as the Olympics.
And again, I feel bad for Lindsey Vonn crashing again. She had to.
I know.
She had to get carried off by helicopter. Apparently, it was not the ACL, but I think her pole got stuck in the flag, and that she tumbled. I think that's what I heard, but I didn't watch it because it was probably early in the morning.
Right, because of the time difference. Ladies and gentlemen, those are your box scores, and as Sean said there, shout out to Lindsey Vonn. We hope that you're doing okay. Very scary moment there, of course. And hey, listen, Team USA, as long as you keep rooting, hey, we hope you get better. Hope you stay safe.
Speaking of scary moments, I just want to shout out to Akia Jackson. I hope she's okay.
Yes.
What's the name?
Scary situation there.
Yeah.
Pierce, yeah.
James Pierce apparently was charged yesterday for allegedly stalking and all that other stuff. He ran into police. I think I heard that she was trying to go to the police and he hit his Lamborghini into her car to prevent it. It's a scary situation. I hope she's okay with family and friends right now. And it's a tough situation for her, especially. So,
ladies and gentlemen, with that sad note, that's okay. More good stuff coming around the corner. Those were your box scores.
What I love even more is pour it over box scores.
Speaking of those Olympics, Milano Cortina just got underway. 2026 Olympics, Winter Olympics, really exciting stuff happening across the Winter Olympics, of course. We want to also bring you here, just as a quick mention, some of the current medals that have been given out. As of right now, Team Italy leads with a total of 8 medals, Norway in second, Austria in third. Usually the host country, Sean, always has the most medals to start with. They've just trained on those grounds. They know the facilities very well. So I think that that's probably part of it.
Yeah. I mean, it was not like the Paris Olympics where USA was winning in the beginning. So that's kind of, I don't know, it's different. I think it's different with the Winter Olympics.
It is, and Norway is very similar as well. They have the most gold medals so far with 3. They're just coming right up on the outside. The United States, folks, right here, down here, 1 gold medal. That is the only medal we have won up to this point. We've been placing 10th, 9th, 8th, even with Canada, bronze. Only just 1 medal so far. I think what we're seeing too, Sean, in terms of the Olympics and athletes, not only is just year-round athletics, but I think, there's something to be said about athletics here in the United States. There's such a focus on maybe not the track sports, not the Olympic sports that we see. It's football, it's baseball, it's basketball, right? Like, I'm not saying they're not Olympic sports, but in terms of traditional Olympic competitions, right? You could say.
Also, I think
maybe there's just different now.
Also, the Summer Olympics, like people in the United States probably train more for the summer than in winter,
right?
As well. So,
Right. That's a good point too. Just so that's just your medal count. We're going to be keeping an eye on it, of course, as
Do
as
you
the
have
Olympics
one you've been
continue.
watching? Just curious what you've been watching so far.
You, so it hasn't happened just yet. Maybe I don't know if it happens this week. Um, for folks that don't know, my wife and I had the pleasure of going up to Waterville Valley not that long ago.
Oh, right. Yeah, I
Um,
do.
yeah, and we saw the freestyle slalom, which was really cool. That's going to be coming up down the road here.
The freestyle stuff is so cool. I love seeing like snowboarding and skiing. I
Yeah.
started watching. Like when I first started, the first thing I watched was speed skating. I really
Ooh,
love
speed skating.
speed
Yes.
skating. Is so much fun to watch. Excited to see Aaron Jackson go. Hopefully for that gold soon. So for USA.
I know, right? That's just it. Yeah, no. So I'm waiting for the downhill ski slalom to happen. That's going to be really exciting. Big shout out to Jalen Koff and the entire USA team. They're
Watched a lot of
incredible.
Middle Luge this morning, and then I was watching the ski downhills.
Oh yes.
No, it's not skiing. The snowboarding one. The when you go down the loops.
See, big shout out. Big shout out to Team USA right there. The freestyle ski team. Yeah, I know. This. I look back at this now, Sean. I'm like, oh, that's so cool. We have all the autographs of all the freestyle skiers.
More autographs in this thing, which we will be opening. I will be opening up this.
Yes.
You guys didn't see this, so I finally got.
I ended up buying a couple blasters of that, and I was really impressed. I got 2 autographs out of that.
Yeah, who did you get?
Davis, the speed skater, Jeremiah Davis.
Yeah.
I have to look back and see. But then I also got a freestyle skier for Team USA, which was really cool. So you'll probably get a couple autographs in there.
Well, yeah, there's 2 in per box. So you got autographs in the blaster box. That's
in blaster boxes. Yeah,
nice. So he's probably probably more rare cards in there. Probably
you may end up with like 3 autographs in there. If that's
this is 2 on there actually.
Okay, it says say 2 or up or guaranteed 2.
Hold on, it says 2 chrome autographs per box.
Oh, okay. Oh, chrome autographs. Oh, the blaster boxes were just standard autographs.
What do you mean chrome? You mean the top's chrome?
Like, so they're tops chrome, yes, but they weren't like silver prisms. They were just like the standard chrome.
Oh, it just says 2 autographs. 2 chrome autographs. Maybe.
I think they're a little bit different, than the ones I have. Yeah. Which is great. That's awesome. Yeah. That is really, really cool. So the tennis card's nice. So we'll have more Olympics coverage from Milano Cortina coming up. So definitely keep it locked there. But Sean, let's get into the big topic here. It is the Super Bowl pre-game show discussion about the big game happening, of course, only hours from now. Not even. Like a little more than an hour from now. We're going to be getting into the festivities of Super Bowl 60 from Levi's Stadium in San Francisco. Sean, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I do believe that it is time to do some big weekend kickoff. Yes, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this past week, we did make our Super Bowl picks. However, we are in the pregame show mode. We have an opportunity here to change our picks if we feel like it's going a very specific way. Sean, would you like to start? Or would you like me to start?
You can start. I always start. You start this time.
So earlier this week, I was on the Seahawks minus 4.5 points. I felt really good about the Seattle Seahawks team and their defense, right? Then everything started coming up about Sam Darnold's injury. and where he was at. And could the defense hold up against the Patriots offense, number one, which I believed. And could the Seahawks offense produce and not convert turnovers? Because the Patriots defense these last few playoff games have been able to find easy picks and ways to bring the ball back on those pickoffs. Either score a touchdown or get it deep and back into the red zone. So I teetered. I went back and forth. Do I remain with the Seahawks or do I go with the Patriots? And I was firmly on no. Sam Darnold is going to figure this out. The Seahawks are going to win this game. Minus 4.5 points, Robin. Over under 41.5. Like it's going to be over because these are two high scoring teams. I looked at the stats. I looked back. No, they're not both high scoring teams recently. The Seahawks ran away with a couple games because their opponents just weren't ready. They're taking on Mike Vrabel's defense of the New England Patriots. Sean, I placed with our folks over at DraftKings. I actually placed a bet for once.
Did you know?
I did. Now usually every Super Bowl year, I do a bet with somebody about who I think is going to win. I feel pretty confident. And just to show folks where that direction went, let me stop this for a second. Let me show you something, okay? This is where we're at right now with our friends over at DraftKings, okay? Now, as this loads up, as you'll see, okay, that spread hasn't changed. Still at minus 4.5 plus 4.5. Sean, 62% of the bets are on the New England Patriots and 38% of the bets are on the Seattle Seahawks. However, the spread favors the Seattle Seahawks. So, if folks are wondering which direction I went, did Robin stick to his guns and stay with the Seahawks? Or did he go in the direction of America and take the money line with the New England Patriots? Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to say that I gave up on my hopes of the Seattle Seahawks. And I went with the New England Patriots on the money line. I know. So, and that was just through data, through all the things that I was looking at over the past few games. Ladies and gentlemen, I took the Patriots at plus 4.5 to win the Super Bowl over the Seattle Seahawks because I think something's going to click for them like it did back in the day, those Tom Brady years. I think the Patriots are dealing with a far more superior quarterback. I can't believe I'm saying this, than Tom Brady. I think Drake May is something special. And I think he's going to do some special stuff in New England. He doesn't have the same ego as Tom Brady. I want to make that clear. This is a very different coach-quarterback combination. Yeah. Very different. And it seems like that's the direction it's going in. So I got the Patriots. I moved off the Seahawks. I have got the Patriots plus 4.5 over the Seattle Seahawks this evening. It's going to be a tight one, though. 4.5 points is just over a field goal. This is going to be a close game, Sean. Where are you at?
You made some really, really good points on that. Like I said before, I like Drake May a lot. I just like him more better than Tom Brady.
Yeah,
as a person,
I do too.
But do I want to go with America?
hey, you know what? That's a fair assumption. I will give you that, Sean. My brother, I will give you.
I'm not changing my answer. I'm sticking to my gun. Seahawks.
Oh, sticking with the Seattle Seahawks minus 4.5. Hey, listen. I think the money was originally on the Seahawks early on. I mean, you look at ESPN across this week, Sean.
It's gonna be a close game.
Everybody's choosing the Seattle Seahawks in this game, and America is saying, no, not happening. It's going to be close.
One of my coworkers or she doesn't work at Marshall's anymore. Just texted me, and
Yep.
she texted. She's rooting for the Patriots, and she's a Pats fan. So
Hey, listen. I think it's interesting when you have the sports pundits and the reporters and the journalists all going with the Seahawks, and then you have bets. You have America saying it's going to be the Patriots. I think that's where that line is, and it's interesting because I can't say, Sean, last year that we had that with the Chiefs and Eagles game. I think everybody kind of knew deep down inside that the Eagles were going to do something big last year.
but it was Kendrick Lamar. We all know that.
Well, yeah, correct. But I think folks knew that the Eagles were going to win. It was just everybody had that feeling because Jalen Hurts was playing so well. It was Jason Kelsey's last year on the team. AJ Brown, bless you, Devonta Smith, like just everybody was competing at such a high level. And Kansas City had a rough stretch heading into the playoffs. The Eagles did not. So this is tight. This game is going to be really close. It's probably going to go on beyond our bedtimes, 100%. And most likely we're going to wake up to a certain score. I'm going to look at my DraftKings account and I'm either going to be reaping in, that's not even the word, reaping in the rewards of a good pick, or I'm going to be sitting there saying, I lost, $10, $15, whatever it was at the end of the day. So it's hard to know in this game specifically. Sean, if you were to take a wild guess, here's our final thought on the Super Bowl, this pregame. Number one, are you excited for Bad Bunny at halftime?
Yes, I am. I'm always.
You're not watching the alternative halftime show?
No. I watched the pregame show too for Green Day.
I know that's coming up, folks. Probably in the next 15, 20 minutes. So you're going to want to come off of here. But we have another thing to do. But Sean, finally, Bad Bunny should be a great halftime show, right? All right. If you were to take a guess at the winner this evening, you got the Seattle Seahawks, right? What color do you think their Gatorade's going to be? This is not a prop bet. This is just us talking about it, right? What color is their Gatorade going to be?
What color? Purple.
Purple Gatorade at Super Bowl, huh? I like that. I like that a lot.
We don't see that enough, so
I'm going with red Gatorade, but yeah.
Going red.
Usually people say orange. They say the yellow. The lemon lime.
Come on.
Blue Gatorade.
Shout out to purple Gatorade.
Yeah, shout out purple Gatorade. Hey, you're hanging in there.
Usually I drink the blue Gatorade more, but still.
Drinking that blue juice? Is that what you're telling me?
Blue milk?
What face was that? You know what I'm talking about. You're drinking that Gatorade Frost. That's what you're doing.
Yes.
I like that flavor too. If folks are curious, if you ever see us out somewhere, drop off a case of Gatorade Frost for us. More for my wife, more than anybody. But ladies and gentlemen, last thing here. You ready? Now, there is some rules attached to this that I want folks stop if you're watching live. Focus here. Okay, actually, you know what, Sean? I'm going to go.
Get me off, man.
I'm going to go to. I'm just going to get off the screen for a second, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, you've been hanging around patiently waiting for us to do this giveaway. It's a very simple giveaway, okay? Right here, I have possibly the future MVP of the Super Bowl. This is a 2024 Panini Contenders Rookie Stallions Drake May card. You see that there? Okay. This is our giveaway this evening. All you have to do right now, if you're on your phone, maybe switch over to your computer. Turn us on over there. If not, take a screenshot of this. Scan it later on down the road. See up there, right there. See that QR code right there in the top left corner? Scan that QR code. Scan that QR code. That will get you following Painting the Chat podcast over there on Twitter X, right? One of you lucky new followers of Painting the Chat podcast, we will announce a winner tomorrow afternoon. One of you lucky folks are going to win this Ricky Stallions Drake May Panini card. All you have to do is head right over there, that QR code, scan it, follow us over on Twitter to turn on those notifications so you know that when we go live, we are live. We are bringing you all the latest news from leagues across the world. I mean the world because we're talking about the Olympics too.
Mm-hmm.
And one of you lucky folks out there are going to win this Drake May Rookie Stallions Panini Contenders 2024.
All I have to do is unfollow and follow so I can win the Drake May card?
Sean, now listen, I'm going to bring Sean back in because this is a really good question, right? I removed him because I just can't do that right now. Okay. Sean, yes, technically you could, and you could enter yourself into this contest, right?
I could.
But we wouldn't do that. We wouldn't do that to our loyal listeners.
I'll just go and steal it from
you. That's true. You could. You can steal it in my sleep after the Celtics game. Right up there, folks. That QR code. Scan that. Take a screenshot of it. Scan it after. Okay? The contest closes at the beginning of the fourth quarter this evening. Closes at the beginning of the fourth quarter this evening. So make sure to go on over there. Scan that. Get yourself entered in to win the Drake May Rookie Stallions card. I'm even going to put it in a card hard sleeve for y'all. So it's nice and safe. Waiting for one of you out there. John, you can do it. I know you can.
Okay.
I know you can.
I'm not going to do it. We need people to come.
We need folks to follow. It's really important. No, but this is to say thank you to all of the folks who are watching live here. Definitely make sure we will DM you, of course, after the fact if you're a winner. Once you follow us to let you know that you're a winner, we'll post it up on social media so folks know who the winner is as well and congratulate you. And hey, the best part is too, you're going to get some PTC swag in that folder heading your way with this card. So,
and maybe in the future, if you keep following us, we'll do more giveaways like this.
That's right. It's appropriate for Super Bowl too. It's Drake May, folks.
And
Drake May.
You could get a Chris Boucher card in the future if you're a big fan of NASCAR.
It's always a possibility. Head on over there. That's right. That QR code right there. Make sure to scan it. Take a screenshot of it. Follow us over on Twitter X. And guess what? You're entering your way in. Do it by the fourth quarter, folks. You got time. Post Bad Bunny. Make sure to do it. Get it in there. We cannot wait to connect with you over on the social media. With Sean, it brings us to this part of the show. We're going to keep it up there for you folks. It's that time of the show. It's a little thing we like to call
plug time.
That is right. It is plug time here from Painting the Chat podcast. Sean, where can the good people follow you on the social media following along with Super Bowl this evening?
You can follow me here on Twitter at Sean Michelle1, Instagram at ItZoneZ, and you can follow our our podcast if you go the QR code way over there, yes, on Twitter, and you can follow on TikTok as well. Painting the Chat podcast.
That's right. Painting the Chat podcast over on there. And we're not going to tell you the Twitter handle because we want you folks to go right up there. That's right. We want you to scan that code. We want you to take a screenshot and go over to Painting the Chat podcast over on Twitter to enter in for the contest, but also to follow along with everything Super Bowl this evening. We'll be live tweeting. We'll be sharing videos from the New England Patriots, from the Seattle Seahawks, from Bad Bunny's performance, everything across. Live reactions, of course, from myself, from Sean, about what's happening in the game as well, all over there. And also on Instagram and on TikTok at Painting the Chat Podcast. A lot more clips from this episode and future episodes coming to those platforms, so please make sure to keep it locked. You guys can follow me on X, Twitter, at X_Robin W Vote, and over on Instagram at IG_Robin W vote. Ladies and gentlemen, it is almost game time. Super Bowl 60, live from San Francisco. For my co-host over there, Mr. Sean Michaud, this is Robin Vote, signing off. Have a fantastic Super Bowl. Enjoy Bad Bunny. Hey, have some brews. Good luck to the New England Patriots. Good luck to the Seattle Seahawks.
luck.
We will catch you on the flip side. See you all, folks. Have a fantastic game. It's time to play some football. See ya.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Enjoy. Bye-bye.
Kevin calling. Kevin, I just wanted, if there's any way to be able to turn my computer off without making a big deal of it. Thank you.